All right, guys, hell of a weekend. We had a nice time out there on the south side. Dave was nice enough to grab his 2 cases of Miller Lite. And then Saturday at Mitchell's, thanks everybody for showing up. We had a bunch of Miller Lights to go around. It was great. It was a nice weekend with you fellas, I got to say.
Yeah, it was a nice weekend. A lot of Miller Lights, perfect weather this weekend for the most part. A little cooler than it had been. It was great to be accompanied by you guys at Miller Lite.
It was. Good times, good people, good beer. So
I got to say, I do love those Southside people.
It's
good people.
Yeah.
Miller Lite, shout out to you, the official beer of the Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Summer's still rolling. We're in July. Make sure you're stocked up on your Miller Lite, or use that code. Use that website, I should say, and get them delivered straight to you. So shout out to you, Miller Lite. All right, Big Bang, welcome to the stretch. A lot to get to today. Ryan Pohl's extension, Burley Statue Day, a little bit of a Kane wrap up, but we'll start with the Papa Hops tournament. So I don't know how much you followed. You were in Tahoe.
I did not follow at all.
Okay.
I'm very. Why are you looking at me like that? Did you do something good? I feel like.
No.
Oh, no. You were looking at me like I should be proud of you, and I was going to be like, way to go.
No, I don't ever look.
No, I was.
I've never wanted anybody ever to be proud of me.
You looked at me like you turned around.
You did. You had a little smile.
I had a
face.
smile because.
You had a wry smile.
That might be the biggest lie you've ever told.
What?
You never wanted anyone to be proud of you?
Yes, you would take a way to go sport from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would.
Yeah, what did I say you would?
I would from you.
Yeah, 100%. No, but I was in Tahoe. I said this last week, and I'll say it again. Pacific Standard Time is the worst time of all time.
It is.
It's everyone tries to argue for it on the West Coast, being like, "Oh, we love it because football starts at 10." Dude, I didn't. There were multiple days where I would be like, "Oh, I can't wait to like get back to my hotel room, and watch the Cubs game," and I'd pull up the fucking phone and it'd be like,
"It was over 3
7th
hours
inning."
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was drunk on Saturday on a boat, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna listen to the Cubs game." Game was over like 5 hours ago. Like I just miss everything. You miss everything. And then like 7 o'clock, there's no sports. 7 p.m. There's no sports.
That's where it's like you're at the bar and you have to talk.
There's one sport on. Like there's one game on. But either way, so I was very untethered of like everything. So
I don't know.
I saw.
That was nice.
The only thing I saw, the last update I saw, and this is kind of funny that like I got a couple updates, but then my brain just went black because I was drinking and hanging out too much. I think it was 5-3 in the second inning.
Okay.
I think that was the last Papa Hops update that I saw.
Did
you see game one, and then it was 5-3 in the second inning.
Yes. Did you?
And
see
then
I
could not tell you what happened after that.
Did you see my picture of the mountain?
Was that from the first game?
Yes.
Yes.
I
saw
don't
it.
think that the picture does him justice.
I
though.
agree with
He's
you.
the biggest person.
Won the first game like 15-3, right?
Yeah, slaughtered.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Look at that. So I can tell you exactly where I blacked out.
Yes.
Right in the second
Right there,
inning.
Well, you didn't miss a
Yeah.
ton more
Yeah.
because we played the team that won it last year. They were very good. And we were hanging with them the whole time. We had a chance to win. It was 11-10. We were down.
This sounds bad.
Bottom of the 7th, we were down.
You're talking about this.
I mean, it's not anything in particular. It was kind of anticlimactic.
Yes, it
So we
is.
didn't get out of the second
Yes,
round?
it is.
No,
Yes,
we
it
didn't
is.
get out of the second round. But yeah, it was
Again?
It's the
Tough
draw.
draw,
Killed
tough
us.
draw.
The draw killed us.
Put it this way. We lost 11-10. We had a guy in third, 2 outs, grounded out, ended the inning. The team they played in the next round, I think they won like 23-3.
Okay. Have you played last year? Did you have to play this team?
No,
No.
last year we played like absolutely. It was largely the same team. We didn't have the mountain last year, but we played like dog shit.
No, but like the teams you drew,
Yeah.
they were not as good.
No, last year no. We lost the first
Okay.
game
a
last
So-
year.
much better showing this
Yes.
year.
You figured it out.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
No, you guys don't figure it out. I figured it out.
How?
That's where the extra money was going.
Oh.
I need to pay the $5,000 so we get a good draw. We got screwed on the draw.
I actually think that
because
you
we
have
paid less
something there.
money. All right,
I think that you
That's
got something
fine.
there.
If we could just figure that, like I don't care. We'll pay a ton of money to get the best draw.
Yeah,
get us to the
$750.
finals.
Yeah. No,
It was
that's,
fine.
Honestly, I was so mad after that game. It was like I lost an actual high school football game.
What
I was-
happened?
I was-
How'd you play?
I played fine. I didn't do anything bad or
Dave
had a big hit and a run scored in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, I'll give Dave more credit than that.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough tournament to bat more than 10. So you have to bat 10 to really have a chance. We batted 12 and then 11 because one guy got hurt.
2 guys got we'll get there.
But yeah, so he was 11th and he came up to lead off the top of the 7th down 2. So I was like, oh shit, Dave, like big got a big hit. So
big hit.
Did you play the field?
No.
Okay. And then
I almost had to.
What did we lose?
We lost.
What was the score?
It was 11-10. But I think we spotted them 4 or 5 in the first inning.
They scored 5 on 3 errors in the first inning.
On 3 errors in the first inning, and then after that, we pretty much beat them.
Damn.
Pretty handily.
And did that team win?
No, that team lost in the semis.
Okay. And lost by 1 in the semis
to the team that won it all.
Yeah,
got it. Well, that's I can't say good effort because we didn't get out of the second round.
Yes, but
I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, "Wow, I'm really proud of you." And attaboy.
I am upset with us because I think we could have won the championship. Like, I mean, a couple breaks go our way.
3 games short of winning the championship.
I mean, I think we would have won the next game pretty easily.
Okay. But again, 3 games short of winning the championship.
We'll get there.
But
it's tough to say that.
The most palpable buzz there has ever been about Team Barstool.
Yes.
By far. So palpable buzz, we're off the charts.
Yeah.
Winning.
The team nobody wants to play next year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need a better draw.
We need a better shortstop.
So that's kind of what we have to talk
Nick
about.
Addison, our shortstop?
Yeah,
Nick Addison was our shortstop.
How many errors did he make?
He made I didn't even. They were so right off the rip in the first game that I didn't even see him. I was turned around and their bases were chucked in. It's like, dude, you got to pull Addison. And I'm like, why? He played great the first game at short, which he did. And then he's like, he just booted 3 balls in a row.
We need to be honest about this, though. We can't when we did our softball team, the Pugs. There was some people were getting a little mad at me that I was being honest, and then I was told like, hey, it's not for content. I was like, fine, we'll just have fun. I'm not going to criticize. This team is trying to win it all. This team is, this is a big deal. We need to be honest. Was he good at shortstop or not?
He was awesome in game 1 and he was horrific in game 2.
He had an error in game 1.
So he cost us the tournament.
I mean,
no, that's true. He cost us the tournament.
This is what those 3 errors that was in the first inning. We could have played over them, and we did because we took the lead at one point, I believe, by like a run or 2.
Yeah, but he should have won.
Is he here?
But no, he's in Florida for meetings. He said because I was about to call him in too. He said we could
text him right now. Did you cost us?
You could call him. He said he's around. If
no,
you
I'm just gonna. I just want to get the.
He might put his hand up, but I don't think he cost us.
This is what he did. He was on second base, and there was either 1 out or no outs, and there was a chopper to third, and he just ran right into the out. There was no force out behind him. There was no one on first. He just ran into the out, and he's like, my hand.
Wait, say that again?
So he was on second base.
Yeah.
Only runner on second base.
How many outs?
Either 1 or none.
Okay.
Because there was no force out at third.
There was decided to run to third?
Ran literally right into the out, and was like, my hamstrings crapped up. And then in the next inning, he tried to tough it out, and there was a little bloop with the bases loaded, and I think either one or 2 outs. That if he was like healthy, he would have just been camped under, and that would have been the inning, and we would have won.
Couldn't get.
But he couldn't. He literally couldn't turn around and walk 5 feet to the ball.
Ooh.
And
he should have pulled himself.
He did after that.
He cost us the tournament.
Yeah, he did.
But
Kinda.
But at the same time, like
he said yes because I was the best player on the field. When I'm not on the field, it's a problem.
That's a spin zone.
But to defend him, there were teams out there who were trying to poach him. So it's like he was good enough that people seen
what do you mean
the upside.
He works for us.
I know, but people,
can't be poached.
I had a buddy that wanted him to play on their major team. So I mean, there is he did have.
Yeah, he's
tell
a good
that guy.
athlete.
Tell your buddy hands off.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, that's crazy. He works for us.
Security Kevin was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that.
He's the third Barstool guy to play.
I believe that.
Slides fearlessly.
Does he?
Slid every time.
What position did he play?
Short center.
Short center.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he seems like a good athlete.
But yeah, overall, I think we finally found our team. Hopefully, it doesn't get fucked up by too many guys playing majors next year. And yeah, I think we'll be back.
Okay,
we'll be back.
Probably should have won it.
I honestly, how pissed would the other teams get if we just threw a team together and won it? Because we're every bit as good as every other team.
This year.
Yeah.
Not in past years.
No, this year.
So who am I cutting if I get like a Anthony Rizzo to play? Nick Addison or Dave?
Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Dave's.
But you can't, Dave. Yeah, you can't cut Dave. That's right. Like
Dave can be the manager.
everyone's like,
Can't be cut.
yeah. I mean, that's
And I would actually be a good outfielder. I'd be fine in the outfield.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Ground balls that I'm like, no, I'm not.
But you know,
I don't know if Rizzo has a spot on this team. We got the Mountain playing first base.
Well, that's also kind of where we got fucked. Is the Mount hit a ball so far, but like they were playing him deep and they were just camped under it. He hit it like 400 feet.
Yeah, you can't be a hero.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a testament to how good the team is.
Yeah.
Like, that's how, like, everyone around you, Dave would be the guy.
Yeah.
But Dave has to
Probably.
play, I think.
Okay.
That's on him. to
No, I
play
think Dave
himself
has
if
to
he
play.
wants.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, how was Tahoe?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Any,
Chill out?
Any ex-Bears? Any?
No, it's just work. It was
Yeah.
a lot of work. I mean, I chilled the weekend, but yeah, the work. We do the chill week, but then we just try to do as many interviews and have to do a bunch of videos. Yeah, saw Urlacher, talked to Urlacher, caught up with him. Hadn't seen him in a while.
Talk some 45 and 47. He loves that.
No, did not. I did not.
I don't know what you talked about then.
Yeah.
That's his favorite thing.
What else was? Who else was there? I mean, there's a bunch of celebrities that are like, it's not. It's like not even because like they're just staying at the same hotels that we stayed at, so it's not even like oh my god, there's a guy. It's just kind of it's kind
everywhere.
of just yeah. But it was like it was more like it was more us talking to like it was more me hanging out with like our friends. Like Joe Buck was there. Trying to think who else was cool. We hung out with Miles Teller in the pool a couple times.
That's
he's
nice.
the man.
Yeah, Glennis told me he's the man.
Yeah. But it was just a lot of work. And then Saturday we took a boat out, so that was good.
Any like weird run-ins? Like, oh, there's Brent Barry walking out of the conference room.
Weird run-ins. Let me think. I mean, I saw Rogers. I don't know if you guys heard the story I told on PMT, but he fucking got me again. Just completely put me in a fucking torture chamber. I went up to him at the driving range, and I was like, "Oh, does your phone not work? I've been texting you, and you just haven't replied." And he's like, "I changed my number." I was like, "Oh, okay." And so then he was playing with a buddy of mine, and the guy was like, "Oh, I'll send you his new number." So he sent me the new number, and I went to text, and he hadn't changed his number.
That's kind of scummy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I actually said I saw him the next day. I was like, "That's fair play." Like I thought you were being honest when you said you changed your number, and you just have just not been replying to any of my texts.
And it wasn't green text or nothing? It was...
No, it was just blue text, and he was just like, "Yeah, I changed my number." And then when I went to text the new number, it just came up. All my old texts just came up, and I was like, "This motherfucker." So yeah, that was good. I'm trying to think who else. Caruso. Oh, Zach Levine. So yeah, I guess those guys ex-Bulls.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's good. It's a good tournament. I mean, the guys are like way more relaxed than at Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
So the interviews go really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did Dan Patrick?
Dan Patrick was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple more coming up. A couple baseball players. Chase Utley, he was cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was a good time. Although I just I feel so out of it being in, like I said, the Pacific Standard Time. Like you just don't live in real life. You wake up at 7 o'clock and it's 10 a.m. on the East Coast. You're just like,
Missed everything.
Yeah, everything's already happened.
Yeah. You're just behind.
Yeah,
That's
just
all there is.
perpetually behind. But yeah, good time.
So you were probably prime time for a nice 3 p.m. Ryan Poles extension news.
Yeah, I saw that. What was that? Friday?
Was that
Yeah,
on the
Friday.
4th?
Friday?
I was driving to the tournament. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This is out of nowhere.
Yeah, that did come out of nowhere.
Big time.
But I want to hear what your guys' take
So
is.
I know this is your favorite GIF, is the Stone Cold like
What?
he-
Yeah.
like he's just like
Exasperated.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That's my reaction. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I'm just rather like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
When was his deal up?
I think this was his last year, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. My biggest question is, who are we competing with? Like, who? Like, is there a team out there like lining up to like take this guy?
No.
All right, so here's like this feels like if Ben Johnson wants him, because I'm just running under the assumption that Ben Johnson is kind of running everything now. I would hope.
Yeah.
To a degree, yes.
And he's like, I like Ryan Poles, and then, yeah, I mean, you do want some some stability in between, between the head coach and the GM. Yeah, I get like being like, why now? But I also, if the Bears are gonna act maybe a little different now and spend money because they did with Ben Johnson, like maybe it doesn't really matter. Signing a contract, like you can always fire a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It does feel like a little bit of a break from the past where it's like you hire the coach or you hire the GM, he hires the coach, you fire the coach, then that GM hires a new coach, but then you fire the GM, so then it's like a holdover, and it's
Yeah, they're
like,
trying to keep him.
Yeah, so it's like you have Johnson and Poles lined up together. It was like, did he earn it with like the worst record ever in the history of the Bears GM? No, but it does make sense, so I think I like it.
Also, I know people will get, because there's a lot of people who don't like Ryan Poles, and I understand why, and I'm not going to like argue with them. I think just saying his record is not fair.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. That's not a fair way to judge him. Has he had some mistakes? Yes, definitely. But he was given an absolute disaster of a franchise. Yeah. And obviously this year is a very important year for him. But he has flipped the entire roster and put them in a spot where they could potentially be competitive, and it all kind of rests on whether Caleb is the guy or not. Like that's you can't judge Ryan Poles based on his on the wins and loss records. You're basically judging Ryan Poles on was the entire gamble of like the trade with Carolina and everything that went on after that, and getting Caleb. Is this going to work out? Because if Caleb is awesome, it doesn't really matter. Like Ryan Poles did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's just kind of how it is.
Yes.
His biggest black eye to me was always the fact that he stuck with Eberflus. And
correct.
Correct. Now that even that has kind of been erased by getting
correct. Ben Johnson. They
and
still got their guy.
Right.
And being a lineman, he never shorted the line how
correct.
he should have.
Yeah.
And now this year it looks like maybe the offensive line's to be very good. So I'm not. I'm in the like camp of. I will not, if you do not like Ryan Poles, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you and be like, no, you have it wrong. I still think he's good and has done some good things while also doing some bad things. And I think this is the most important year.
Yeah.
Like this is the year.
It is.
He had 2 years remaining, so it looks like and this is a 3-year extension, so it looks like this will just take him through the end of Johnson.
And I guess that's just what I'm wondering is I just don't understand the need for it now because Loveland and Burden.
It's just continuity.
Yeah, but continuity by default. They weren't tied together. They were tied together because the Bears refused to do things the right way and set the clock at the same time. So it's like, all right, this guy's already here. Yeah,
you never know how much too. Like he could have maybe taken less to get an extension. I don't know.
That's
you don't know how these things work out. You know.
But in my gut,
but wouldn't you prefer that they're doing it the right way this one time?
I would
like if it doesn't work out with this Caleb Johnson Poles.
I would prefer if he had 2 years left, I would want to see this year out because, listen, Burden and Loveland are obviously, to me, Johnson guys. Yeah. Trapillo, where he really needs to make his bones is on guys like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And if Trapillo's not it, and we go through another year of, I don't know why I'm blank, I always fuck up his Braxton Jones.
Yeah.
And he's not it again. And God forbid, I mean, I feel good about Tooney and Dahlman. God forbid Jonah is not great either.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like, what are we doing? We sign up for more of this.
Okay, but
when we could have seen it through and known right then.
Here's I guess my only counterpoint is that so if Ryan Poles went this year without a new contract, so now he's on his last year, does he start acting like I don't really care what happens? Yeah. I have 1 year left, and you don't want to put that on Ben Johnson.
Mortgage the future.
So you actually have someone now who's thinking, and I know that you would hope he wouldn't do that, but I do think that a lot of NFL buildings, everyone is looking out for themselves and trying to save their own ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would rather have him be locked up for the future and knowing that you can fire him at any time. Like that's the thing. It all goes back to if the Bears are changing who they are, and that means being okay spending some money or wasting some money, this contract doesn't really matter. I don't even know what does a GM make.
I don't know either, to be honest.
I'm gonna text Florio.
But it's a four-prong approach. Like you need a guy who evaluates the talent and gets the talent. You need a guy who puts it all together in Ben Johnson. You need the quarterback, and then obviously I think the fourth one is a pass rusher. Just because Gruden told me that in the car ride one time. He's like, you need a good pass rusher with a good quarterback. So it's like it's a four-pronged approach. I feel really good about two of them. I like Montez Sweat too, but I don't know. Like he's not the lame duck of the four, but I'm just so whelmed with him.
I'd agree with that.
Whelmed.
I would agree.
He's not over or under.
I'm not over. I'm just so whelmed.
Okay.
Is that a thing? That's
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I just don't know. What would be the alternative? You're not going to fire him right now, so you'd fire him after this season. Then you got to restart with.
Then
Then
Ben gets in there. He gets dirty, rolls up his sleeves like, we need this guy.
see, that's why I still
Enough
think,
to do.
and maybe
he
I'm,
hasn't earned that either, though. Not
maybe I'm being
necessarily.
naive,
I mean, he's gotten the keys. He got the 5-year contract.
right? And maybe I'm being
ton of money on it.
Maybe I'm being naive, but I think that Ryan Poles getting an extension doesn't happen unless Ben Johnson is like,
I would
we have a
agree
good
with that.
working
Yes.
relationship.
I'll
So
hear
like
that.
I'm under the assumption that Ben Johnson is running everything, and this might be me coping and just trying to find a way to be like things are different. But if Ben Johnson says he wants someone, I want them.
It'd be a
I'm
big
just
problem
trusting him.
if Kevin Warren like shot Ben Johnson a phone call is like, "Hey, we just extended polls," and I don't think that's how.
And
it went.
I hope it was Ben Johnson. I
Yeah.
hope it was not George being like, oh, he's a hell of a nice guy. He's a heck of a nice guy. You know?
I don't think
There's-
George is involved in dick.
I don't know.
I think
don't
he's
really-
signing the checks.
yeah,
You hope.
I think it's Kevin Warren's team.
You hope.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm not mad. I'm just whelmed. And I think you
I
could
think
have
that's
seen the
fair.
season through.
I would say Ryan Poles' grade is incomplete.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. So people will try to throw the record on him, and then people will also be like, he's fleeced everyone. I think it's somewhere in the middle, and we don't know yet because Caleb is the big unknown of his entire. That's what it hinges on.
Yeah.
If Caleb is great, Ryan Poles has
fine.
done incredible stuff as GM.
Yes.
If Caleb is a franchise quarterback, like true franchise quarterback, then everything worked out.
But eventually, even if you have a true franchise quarterback, you are going to need to put the correct pieces around them. You need to assemble.
Of course.
But you're also not going to do everything in one off season.
I get that.
You know,
I
so
get
you can
that. But it's been
second edge and you're running
this is his
back.
third one,
But everything's been
fourth.
It's hard to judge because it was like part of it was the tear down, then you had the Eberflus stuff, and then you're tanking, then you get Caleb, but it's like a tough
Totally.
So
But do we feel
it feels
confident
like
in him
now
enough?
is the first time
This
where
is
it's
the year.
like we're
Yeah.
trending up.
Yeah. So we'll
This is the
see.
year.
And
Last
feel
year was
confident.
a disaster. Last year I got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
This is the year.
So you're more positive than you were even a week ago.
yeah.
What do you mean?
You were saying like when
Not saying it's going to be a good year. He's
No, I'm saying this
Oh,
is
the-
the year.
all right.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
all
no, no.
Okay.
I don't want that confused. I'm not saying this is the year that we're like winning at all. I'm
Yeah.
saying this is the year that everyone is getting judged.
he needs tangible things.
Every piece of the organization is getting judged outside of basically Ben Johnson. Like
Yeah.
this is the year for Caleb Williams. This is the year for Ryan Pohl. Like
Yes.
this is, and that if you want to say that it's weird that he got a contract extension when you have this like this is the year
Yes.
judgment year, then I'd agree with you there.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't really. Contract extensions like they don't really mean anything.
Yeah,
my mind.
it just feels like this to this organization. It does,
Yeah,
right? Like
Fair.
that.
That's true.
Like that Nagy fourth year to me was very much. We're paying him. We don't want to make a move, even though we very much
Yeah.
should.
We don't want to pay two coaches.
You know, and I think we have seen things like that outside of Eberflus getting fired mid-season, which shocked us all.
It was the first time they'd ever done
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
and even like Trustman getting fired in 2 years because 2 years is
Yeah.
2 years is short.
All right,
I think
now-
a coach should be given at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, then that was what they had said about John Fox, though, where they knew heading into his third year that no matter what, they were
Yeah.
firing him after the third year.
So they didn't
it's-
they didn't have him in like draft meetings.
right.
Yeah.
It's just like they're so
So this article, who knows, says that GMs make somewhere between $1 and $7.5 million. So let's just call it 3. Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not our money.
yeah. Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drink, the summer cool off with Body Armor Chill, a bold new way to hydrate with no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners. Enjoy a new, refreshing, cooling sensation in 3 impossibly cold flavors: frozen berry, frozen cherry, and frozen orange. I got the frozen cherry in front of me. Chief and Dave got that frozen berry in front of them. The blue and the red pop. And honestly, you need it with the heat that's been in Chicago this past month or so. It's finally cooled down a little bit, but nothing goes down better than a frozen cherry.
I
Body Armor.
absolutely slugged one of these on the way to Windy City Smokeout.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, that's yeah. It's like a pre.
Yeah.
hydration, method.
You got to get those electrolytes in, So go check these out. They're good stuff. Read on this label.
They don't use any artificial dyes flavor.
Oh, yeah. They've been with the NHL for a bit
awesome.
now. Yeah.
It's available for a limited time. Grab yours at 7-Eleven or a store near you. That's it. Just whelmed.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Huh. Well, I don't even know.
I looked it up, and it says, yes, you can be whelmed.
I'm whelmed.
Yeah, I'm whelmed as well.
It does exist as a verb,
I'd
meaning
agree.
to cover over, submerge, or...
Only other thing I have Bears-wise is Caleb dropped a nice little spicy photo this week.
Oh, I didn't
Which
see that.
one?
He was, I don't know.
There's
It was,
multiple.
there was one, the nails one.
Oh yeah, there's
set some
like
people
the big
off.
jeans one.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, it's a
fashion.
sassy photo.
Yeah,
He's got a flower in his ear.
I think he looked good. I think I might try out that look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
it looks great.
Yeah,
That,
That's
he
all
must
I
be
got.
feeling like himself.
Yeah,
So I like that confidence.
good for him.
He was
our
with
quarterback.
Cole Bennett.
Yeah, I saw that.
Our boy, and he was caught his phone background. I'm not exactly. It could be fake, but I'm pretty sure his phone background was a Super Bowl trophy. It was
Oh,
the
really?
Lombardi.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
That's good. He also tattooed him.
Yeah, he
the
tattooed
Bears
Cole
logo
Bennett.
on him. Yeah. All right. That's Ryan Poles. Moving on to other topics. We were also on the South Side this week for the reunion 2005 White Sox. I need you to explain something, because was that the White Sox fault or was that the fans' fault for not showing up? Because that was
pathetic.
Yeah.
What happened?
Embarrassing. There's only
Like 5,000 people there.
they had like a full ceremony with people giving speeches, like Jeff Blum spoke,
Where was
Ozzy
this?
spoke. It was on the field before the game.
Before the game?
It was like a Chelios thing.
Got it.
Yeah, and that United Center was packed for that.
Yeah.
At jersey retirement. This is a 20-year anniversary, and there could not be less people in the stadium.
There
They
was-
tried.
the lower bowl was full. No, it was bad.
Not
though.
during the speeches. I don't
No,
know.
during the speech, like when we were watching on TV, I was like, "This is pathetic." When I
Yeah.
walked over there, it filled up, so people were trickling in. But yeah, it's bad. It's exactly what you would expect to me. Like no one wants to fucking pay money to go watch them
but
right now.
to his point, like Chelios left Chicago
Well, we
in
also
99,
it was a whole weekend thing. We also didn't go on Friday when it was packed.
It wasn't that packed on Friday either.
They had
though.
over 30K, I guess.
Okay, but the
Yeah.
upper bowl is not.
No,
that
yeah.
is your guy. Bro. That's your legend. That's your perfect game.
I
Burley
get it.
is Chicago White Sox.
Dude, nobody takes in anything White Sox right now. You guys know that. No one cares to consume White Sox anything unless you're the most diehard person on earth.
Yeah, but then nostalgia and legend should be the thing that gets you going.
Yeah.
People are pissed off that they're still milking this team.
But this is the time. 20 years is the time.
Yeah,
to,
Sure.
But then at some point it has to be about, I loved that team.
Yes.
I'm going to show up for that team.
And especially for Bobby, of course.
who gave me those fucking memories? Like,
Yes.
Right.
who made me quit that Target job.
Even if we didn't have to be there for work, I would have been there on Friday or Saturday. Like whatever game I could have made this weekend, I would have been there no matter what. Even if we didn't have to go for work yesterday, which we did. And so but I get it. I understand why people don't want to walk into that stadium right now. It's bad. They don't want to give this organization their money.
I don't know. You
And
got 81 games and you got 3 that are.
I get it.
You can have 3 games where people put their pride behind them and show up for those guys.
I understand.
I don't get that. I do understand it.
I see both sides.
That
That's
was
what I'm saying.
disappointing.
Because the Hawks are also horrendous.
Well, the Hawks also, we should remember that was Patrick Kane's return too. I
Yeah.
think it would have been packed no matter what,
I do too.
but that did help.
yeah. There was definitely a bigger buzz.
Yeah.
And I do remember saying, like, be in your seats at this time. This is when Chelios is coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Sox did that. Like, hey, it's a 3:10 start. Be in your seats at 2:30 because that's when the
Yeah.
team's going out there. Because I wasn't obviously following that closely. I'm not a White Sox fan. But if they did that and that many people did not show up, that's very disappointing.
But I think isn't it kind of a good thing? And I understand the big picture, it's a bad thing, but these are probably the only moments that Jerry Reinsdorf could get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There was
Like,
a
if you
clip, he was
lose
walking,
the fans for the one World Series that you brought to the city, like that, you know what I
And-
mean? This is really like a holy shit.
And
They're
this
not even
is
showing
not
up for
me,
Burley.
indicting the like promotions office or the ticket sales office or anything. They obviously have a job to do to try to get people in the stands, but that this was the day they were marking, I don't care what the record is. We'll have 35K people here, and they didn't even have.
You can indict them a little bit, I think, too, because this should have been Saturday, Sunday, not
This
Friday, Saturday.
I actually know what I will do that because they should have known on Friday that Papa Hops. I know this. Well, I that's something that they should have known the smokeout was going on.
Sure, busy
smokeout's a good one.
Busy weekend. I mean, there was
that's true.
8,000 people at Papa Hops. That is your fan base. You know,
that's true.
That is your fan base. A lot of them who spend their weekends at Sox Park, no matter what the record is, but for that weekend they're going to be at Papa Hops. You know, or that.
Regardless, this is a weekend thing. It should have been a Saturday, Sunday, not Friday, Saturday.
I agree.
I think they tried to. They tried to maneuver it so they could fill up a Friday night where it might not be as busy. But I hope that was the case where the White Sox bungled it and people didn't know that this was going on before, because it was cool too. Like they cheers to Jenks.
Yeah, the toasted Jenks.
Like Ozzy called out people who weren't there, like he was still the manager.
I don't know why he's not there.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Was Jerry on the field?
Jerry, there was so we watched from the bar, and then I walked over like right as first pitch was happening, so I didn't see the whole thing. But Jerry, there was a clip of Jerry like in the stands, right by the section 108, where people are like, "Oh yeah, thanks for 2000," and then one guy goes, "Sell the team," and like all his handlers got him off really quick.
Apparently, they panned to him for like 3 seconds during the statue unveiling, and they booed the shit.
Actually, I did hear that too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, obviously, him having to feel shame is a big part of it. If he does feel shame, that would have probably been one of those moments where he's like, "Shit."
Yeah, but that's it made me like nervous. Are they going to bounce back? And I mean, I know building a winner will make some fans come back, but I saw that, I was like, man, the fans can't show up for this.
If you build it, they will come. That is the sole requirement.
That is true.
Put a good team on the field. But they blame it. They're like, we can't put a good team on the field because we don't have the money because you guys don't come. So it's like just gigantic standoff for the last 4 decades. Of Jerry Reinsdorf's evil reign.
If that's not a wake-up call for them, they should fucking, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
The 41-121 record wasn't a wake-up call?
Well, yeah, of course. But that, too, that people aren't showing up for the Legends? It's crazy. It blew me away. It really did.
I was surprised by that.
It blew me away.
I was surprised it was that low. I expected 30. Not 22.
I mean, you didn't even need mics on the field. You could have just shouted.
I walked up to the ticket office and bought a $17 ticket and walked right in.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Man. That's crazy. And you watched it from the bar. I don't even think you knew it was happening. Like that's why I wonder if it was a them thing.
What the?
Because I feel like
ceremony?
you would have fucking hustled over there if you knew that if there was a firm like, hey, it's going on at 2:30. They're speaking.
Yeah,
I did not know they were speaking.
That's what I'm saying.
I did not know maybe they're idiots.
It could be a them thing. Right. I don't want to put it on the fans all totally.
They put out tweets for that Chelio saying it's like, all right, this time in the atrium.
I did not see that whatsoever.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't say that Hawk was going to be there. Maybe they wanted it to be a surprise, but they did not say that he was going to be there. Not that I saw, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
it's
that org stinks.
They don't do anything right, and
no. On the other end, a much needed end to the Yankee series for the
Cubs.
His eye for the first time. I've been holding strong after we lost those first 2 games against the Twins. I was like,
this could be.
I'm starting to get a little worried.
The Brewers are 1 game back.
Yeah,
I don't. It's a full on race.
It is.
We need to add.
We do.
Like this is not being doom and gloom. It's a 1 game lead is nothing, and the way the season started, the way they're playing versus the way we're playing, like this is going to be a fight. And the Cardinals are still not like they're not totally out of it.
Cardinals are 5 games above 500. Like they're a good team,
right? I think I saw the stat the Brewers broke their franchise record for most wins before the All-Star break.
Sure they did.
And they're in second place, which is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the Cubs are the third best record in baseball.
Yeah. No, the NL Central is good.
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cardinals are 6.5 games back. The Reds are 7.5 games back. This is not
It's Dodgers.
This idea
Tigers,
that like this Cubs team, which has been very fun, it's going to be an awesome fall. Like, what if they could not make the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll make the playoffs, but still, this is going to be a race.
But they do have to add.
Correct.
They have to add. So they need at least 1 bullpen arm. They probably need a bat off the bench, and they need like a legit starter.
Yeah.
They need their Justin Steele replacement. I did get like, thank God Shota looked like Shota.
Yes.
Yes.
That for me was like, okay. That might be okay. Because he had been kind of sputtering. Like his numbers were fine, but his strikeout rates were way lower than they had been. And it was like, he's just still not fully healthy with that hamstring, but he finally looked like himself.
And then Boyd threw a fucking game on Saturday, too.
Yeah, he did.
So that's obviously a very good team. The Yankees are one of the 5 best teams in the all of baseball. So that was a nice way to tie up the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We have the second best record in the NL, but there are going to be, if you say the Phillies, whoever the NL East, so the division winners, like, there's going to be one of these teams is going to be good that's not going to make the playoffs because the Padres and Giants are both, 7 games above 500. The Brewers are good. And then whoever doesn't win the NL East in between the Phillies and Mets, like, this is going to be interesting baseball down the stretch. I don't think the Cubs, as they're currently like stated, can I'll say probably can't win the division if they don't add, Dave.
You guys are nuts.
Dave, if they don't add anyone, what the Brewers started the season like terribly. They're playing a lot better ball.
They're playing good baseball.
They need to add a starting pitcher. I'm saying if they do not add a single player at the deadline, I think it will be tough to win the division.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be tough to win the division, but they're the best team in the division. I think Cubs fans are kind of going a little Looney Tunes.
I think the big thing.
I don't know, dude. This is a great first half, and you're 1 game up.
Yeah, and I don't feel like we really hit the trenches yet. There is a skid coming.
Correct.
That is one thing I will say.
Like
Do
a
you agree with that or
true.
no?
I try not to think about it.
I know, but that's baseball. You know,
the Brewers got the Dodgers off the break.
We got the Red Sox.
Got the Red Sox, who they're
playing
fine.
hot.
Yeah, they're hot.
Which is kind of good. They got
Who knows what
off.
I mean, yeah, that break might hurt. They start on a West Coast trip, Los Angeles and Seattle.
That's a tough start.
That's
for the
a tough
Brewers,
start.
for sure.
I think the Cubs are completely fine. Not that they don't need to add and refine their roster because they absolutely
but I feel like they have to win the World Series this year. Like that should be. That's the prism you need to look at it through, because if you're losing Tucker, then it's like this was all for nothing, and Cam Smith is a fucking stud, and so if you're not going to do it right now,
We're not losing Tucker.
What do you mean?
I just don't think we are.
okay.
To free agency?
Yeah, I don't think we are. I'm telling myself.
You're just putting
Definitely,
that out.
there's a very good chance we are.
I'm just saying. Unless if
There's
it's up to
a
him.
really good chance we are.
Unless if it's up to him. Unless if he's like, hey, I really want to.
I'm going
play.
to take less to play for somewhere else.
Unless if it's like that. Unless if it's like Trey Turner, like I want to go to the Phillies. Like,
No
I'm
shot.
saying that. I think I'm confident that they are going to open up the book and pay him. Be right there.
The
with
word
any
you
other
just
team.
said doesn't. No, that doesn't make sense.
There was.
I'm telling you.
No. You saying I'm confident. There's no way you can be confident in that. You could say I think this is going to happen, but you can't
You're
say,
manifesting.
You can't actually say I'm confident that Tom Ricketts is going to spend $500 million. You can't, because then you're just he's never done that.
Yeah, but
No one else has either, aside from one organization, though.
No, the Yankees and the Dodgers
Oh yeah, the Yankees too.
Yankees,
and the Mets.
Yankees, Dodgers, Mets.
The Mets just signed Soto for a
You know what? You're right.
the Phillies.
Not five.
Not 500, but
They
Bryce
spend.
Harper was a
Yeah.
shitload. They spend a lot.
40 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse for them not to operate like the Midwest.
There was
Or
a quote in
Dodgers.
an athletic article a couple days ago saying that the Cubs,
And the Padres.
Padres too,
So never mind.
club officials feel good about the finances for the Cubs for the next 2 seasons. So for whatever that means, so that they will be strategically.
Why
adding.
not? Why is that quote not the next 200 seasons? Because the Cubs are a cash cow.
Yes,
They print money.
right.
I just want you to take back. You're not confident.
you
want it to happen. I want it to happen. You can't say you're confident.
He's manifesting.
I am confident.
You would put your life on the line?
I am confident.
You would put your life on the line.
that this guy is smart enough to realize the magnitude of this moment.
Okay. But you'd put your life on the line? And when you say this guy, are you talking about Crane Kenny?
I never want to. Well, Tom.
Yeah.
Yes, Tom.
But Crane Kenny gets in his ear and he's like, hey, we can't afford this contract. It's a bad idea.
I'm never confident when it comes to rich guys and their money.
Correct.
No, you're right about
That's
that.
the problem.
But I am confident they understand the magnitude of this money, and they know that they need to be in the arena.
Okay. I would like to believe that. I got to see it to believe it.
I don't know how he continues to own this team if he doesn't pony up.
I completely agree.
I think it will change the whole thing.
He would basically be saying,
He's a pariah
I
if
do
he
not
doesn't do
care.
it.
I do
Yes.
not
Yeah.
care, and I'm
Yes.
here just to make money off this.
It is the start of a new
Correct.
chapter of the Tom Ricketts book and the end
Yes.
of Cubs ownership.
Totally.
Correct.
If he does not sign Kyle
Agreed.
Tucker.
You giving up your season tickets if they don't?
If they don't sign Kyle Tucker,
Yeah.
No.
Protest?
no, because
Like he's not, and that's a problem.
I know. That's the
on auto
point.
debit,
That's a problem
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
us.
I am a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem with all of us.
I would do the same thing. Those are great seats.
I buy
Yeah. Wrigley's
Bulls.
awesome.
I won't buy tickets to the Bulls. I can't do like every team boycott. That would suck. I gotta go to some games.
But you can go when you want to go. Like the season tickets, that's like your what's the word I'm looking for? That's like a thank you to the organization almost.
No, I like having it
No.
because I like to go to games.
You can go to games whenever you want, though.
Yeah, but you like
Something different
buying
when it's your
seats. And
seats.
then,
I know.
Yeah.
But the fact that you want to give that up is like a fuck you to the organization.
Yeah, but then I don't think that would really change anything. It's just like,
I mean, the list is so long too. It's like,
If they
I don't
don't
wanna
sign
give
him,
up
if
seats.
they
no,
don't
I get
re-sign
it.
him,
I get it.
he should be like the number one pariah in the city. I would say maybe even more than Jerry Reinsdorf.
Jerry's been doing it for 2 teams for 6
That's the
years.
thing. That is, it's 2 teams with him.
Yeah.
But like and I hate that I'm about to say this, he kind of sort of, even though I don't actually believe what I'm going to say, has a built-in excuse with the lack of fan base and the lack of fan attention at all. The Cubs have no excuses built in. They have 0 built in. None whatsoever. You're playing in the 3rd largest market, and you dominate
You
that
sell
market
out all the time.
every single
No matter what.
game. And it's not even that you sell out the stadium. It is everything around the stadium. And you shouldn't tell people how to spend the money. Sorry, I do that for you sometimes, Dan. However, like they should be taking that money that they're making on just baseball Disney World in Wrigleyville and spending that on the roster.
Hey guys, Miller Lite's so good, I want to talk about it again because whether it's a long weekend or a full-on vacation, it's prime time to get the buddies together. Since 1975, Miller Lite has been the perfect way to stock up your cooler when you're finally together again. Gather your crew, it's Miller time. The taste you can depend on, a great beer trusted by beer lovers and their beer-loving friends for 50 years. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. Simply put, it just hits different, especially shared with your favorite people. The original light beer since 1975 and still iconic 50 years later. It has become a treat to run into the gold can.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I haven't run into
I
it.
haven't
really?
ran into it yet.
It is, I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
This is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I just keep buying cases and I'm hoping for...
Couldn't be me.
I sent that tweet a couple days ago. Someone tweeted me a gold can at like North Ave Beach or something, and I was like, oh my God, he found it. And everyone's like, I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
have
the same
not
way.
seen
I
it.
had a guy cheers me. I had mine, and I had my Miller in my hand, and he had his gold.
You had 2 in the same place?
Yeah, he was rolling.
Yeah.
So Miller Lite, the official beer of the Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Yeah.
I just need you to take back the confident part. That's all I care about. You saying confident is crazy. That's a crazy thing to say.
I was confident until you said the number out loud. I'll be
Yeah.
honest, because
it might
that's
not
a lot
be
of money.
500. Would it? I
Yeah.
mean, would it be 400,
But
450?
I truly do think it's a watershed moment.
Yes, I agree. But don't say confident. You can't be. You can't possibly be confident.
If there's one ownership group to be confident about doing it, it would be them. And
But
maybe
think
the
about
Bears,
it.
but-
Think about what we're talking about. All it takes is the Yankees to just offer $100 million more, and then the Cubs to be like, "Oh, we're not going to do that."
Yankees don't have a. I mean, they kind of were in a similar position where their backs were against the wall last year.
Okay,
But-
will you be mad if that happens?
Yes.
Will you be mad if the Dodgers just big dick?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Yes.
going 100 million
Yes.
over.
Yes.
Like there's
I actually
no
might
number.
be more mad if it's the Dodgers because the Dodgers already have spent
do
like
it
$1
every-
billion trillion
Yeah.
So
dollars.
there's no number that you'd be like, all right.
I don't think
I get it.
there should be enough.
I'm
I mean,
asking-
if the Dodgers gave him $1 billion over 10 years, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to happen. No, I mean, if we get big dicked by the Dodgers Yankees, I'll be very upset. But that's the problem. That's a That's a very likely scenario.
And it sucks that, like, I mean, look at this Devers thing. It's kind of like, they're kind of just humming. So
Who, the Red Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like these organizations can sell themselves and like, all right, we'll just allot that money towards some other things. I mean, granted, they didn't do that yet because it was an in-season.
Yeah, I mean, that one is different because it wasn't Devers like kind of a prick.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker's the man.
Yeah.
But
like,
still, though, they gave up their best hitter for,
largely nothing. It was a salary dump mostly.
Yeah, so it's
pretty
like,
much.
Sure, there is a road that's like, a lot of,
That's an
bushes and
exception.
poison ivy that they could take, but I don't know.
We're fucked.
I don't know. Let's just fucking win the division. Let's
I agree.
see what happens.
I agree.
All right, great Kane interview Friday. If you didn't listen, I think a lot of you did. Was hearing about it all weekend.
Yeah, same.
It was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
He's the man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he hadn't done, I don't think he's done interviews like that.
No, this is the first thing I can remember. Like, he's never done chiclets. Like, he just doesn't do media. He'll sit in his locker and answer a question after a game as he's obligated to, but he does not do things like that.
Sit down long form. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was good.
Yeah.
He did Carmen Miracle Monday, but that's
That's a different vibe.
Yeah. For sure. But like podcast, I don't think he has.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome.
He should do more.
I'm trying to get him on chiclets. I think he'd be awesome on chiclets.
Yeah.
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 He would be good. Anything else related to the Hawks or anything like that?
No, it's just like I'm glad that we got, because people are like, oh, he wanted to leave. It sounded like in that interview, it was just like staying was just never an option on the table. So I'm glad that like storyline and that narrative that's been out there that he asked to be traded, like, that's not true. No. Like, he never asked. He had a full no trade clause. When they told him that he's not coming back, he's like, all right, well, I guess the Rangers. So I'm glad that that's finally done, because that's like, that to me is a huge indictment on that organization, the way that they handled those two at the end. But no, we're a ways away from the Blackhawks ever being good, and they had not that these like prospect ranking things are worth anything, but they had like the top 100 drafted guys. And so for all the stuff about how great the farm system is, they had 5 guys in the top 100, and there's like, I don't know. I feel like I've become, because I've made connections at other teams, I feel like they love to chirp me, and they are always like shitting on what the Blackhawks are doing. So I am like starting to get nervous about like what the ceiling can be for this, and we've just been living in shit now for 10 years.
Purgatory.
To get to be what, like the Minnesota Wild. So I have like a lot of angst about how high is up for this group, but there's nothing exciting for them coming down the pike.
I watched 1/4 of the Bulls Summer League game Saturday.
The French kid play?
Yeah, he played hard.
Was Liz playing?
But Zealous didn't play the back-to-back. He played the first game on Friday.
Okay.
Senge, he plays hard.
Okay.
And then he got hurt.
So
got hurt?
Yeah, I don't think it's like serious though.
No.
Yeah, it's not serious, but he sat down. But yeah, he
Plays
hard.
hard is not a good. That's not good.
He's like still
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you want White Sox Dave to play, we'll play hard for you.
Yeah, but
Give me
he's
that point guard. He won't get across half court.
he's so young, and he's still got the baby deer thing in a sense.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about someone who plays hard.
Yeah, I get it, and the guys around him.
That's exactly.
But he's also awesome.
He's also really good.
He is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't say that as a bad thing. He plays hard, but he was involved. Like, he was grabbing boards. Like, he was calling for the ball. Didn't look like some of the talent around him was too good. So, that's kind of my notes. I don't know if you watched.
We need the Bears to be good so bad.
And the Cubs to
add
add someone.
Yeah,
exactly. But that's kind of all I have, unless you guys have anything else.
No.
MLB
Dog
Draft
days.
this weekend. It is the dog days. Cubs did the Cubs thing.
What was
Took
that?
another
College kid.
Another kid
I
that
would
we can
say
fast track.
A high ceiling, low floor guy. Someone that'll probably be fast tracked.
Yeah, they've been doing that recently. Like, it was Cam Smith, Matt Shaw, 2 guys that got drafted and were up in the bigs within 2 years of getting drafted. That's kind of what they're doing here.
It looks like it, yeah. Sox going for. I hate comps, especially when you're comping players to like potential Hall of Fame guys. But the player the Sox drafted is getting Bobby Witt Jr. comps, which you love to see. He's super fucking twitchy, as they say, Chief.
Oh, love Twitch.
And then they drafted a local kid, a kid out of Naz, left-handed hitter. Illinois baseball, by the way, has gotten to be so good compared to when I was playing high school baseball here. It is like there'd be guys drafted, but it'd be like the first guy drafted out of the Illinois high school ranks would be like a 5th rounder maybe. Now it's usually there's a first, second, a couple of them, and then a bunch of draft picks littered behind them. So Illinois baseball is turned into a really fun little collection of talent out of nowhere over the last probably decade, which I like to see.
Disrespectful to Joe Benson, Dave.
Joe Benson. I got to know
second
Joe
rounder
Benson.
of the Twins.
Yeah, he was one of my college roommates' best friend from high school.
Who was the kid from Wabansia? Michael Bowden.
He was a first rounder. He was a sophomore when I was a senior. There was the exceptions, but it was like more every 3-4 years. Not there's a couple kids every year that might be top 10 picks, like the Mount Carmel kid the Cubs drafted a few years ago.
Ed Howard.
Matt, he hasn't done anything, but obviously the Sox. Noah Schultz, he's been kind of fast tracked. He's going to be up this year, I'd imagine. He's an Oswego kid, so it's a
cool. Great picture.
Yeah,
there you go. Billy Carlson, Bobby Witt Jr. Just got the White Sox.
Hopefully,
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the show. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you on Friday.